What's up? How you doing? Here we are, Monday, and today we're gonna do some chicken, corn, salt and pepper, garlic, oregano. Keep it simple, you know. And we have a beer. Never had this before. Celebrator. It's the finest Bavarian double bock. I don't know what that means. Bavarian beer. So get a good look at that. So I'd like to find the established date on here. I don't see. Oh, here it is. 1878. It's an old company, German. So this beer is, I think it's made in Germany. I will tell you in a second. I know I read it in the box that I saw earlier. Yes, made in Germany. So we're gonna try a little bit of this German beer. Where's my bottle opener? Right here. Stage right. My right. It's got a good aroma. It smells like beer. Very dark. .330 milliliters, 11.2 fluid ounces. Just say ounces. Very rich. Good beer. That's a good quality beer. Remember, drink in moderation. It's supposed to be moderation. You're not supposed to drink like, you know, 2 6-packs in a couple of hours. Enjoy it. Drink it slow, you know. That way you find your room at night. Don't drink and drive. You know, that's something that not too sharp to do. I've always been opposed to that. Not a good, you know, you go somewhere, you have a few. Take a taxi, Uber, so many options. You know, make sure you trust the designated driver. A lot of times a friend will say designated and he's over on the side there having a drinky poo. Yeah, that's good quality. So, we begin. Yeah, today, beautiful day. But today I wanted to go up to Mulligan's. And we go there we used to go there all the time, and then the pandemic hit. I feel like the apocalypse person that's like 80 years old talking about, you know, when the big war hit. But anyway, the pandemic hit. So we didn't go, these places were closed. And then today, I ended up driving up there with my kids. And when we got there, it looked different to me. Then I realized what it was. It wasn't there anymore. There's no sign or anything. It's just not there. And there were bulldozers and things like that in the front. So they're gone, out of business. Which, you know, pissed me off because they had go-karts. And my kids would drive those things. So there's other places, you know, that have go-karts. But this place was quiet. Nice and quiet. I mean, not quiet, but, you know, had business going. Had a little restaurant inside. You know, nice little pizza, chicken, things like that. But, yeah, we went up there for no reason. Well, we spent, you know, time. We went to some stores, things like that. But I wanted to get my kids to get in a go-kart and drive around. And then I stopped at the truck stop. One of my favorite places to stop, the truck stop. And we got there was a Subway there. We got 3 subs and beverage. And we ate, drank the beverage, and then we took off for Mulligan's. But like I said, Mulligan's is gone. Himalayan salt from Pakistan. Oregano from Greece. Get the Greek oregano here. Sometimes I don't put oregano, and sometimes I do, like Mounds bars, pepper. So we do that side. We repeat. I know I put the oregano first on the others, but it doesn't make a difference. I have some nice jalapenos growing over there, jalapeno peppers. Love jalapenos. Went on a sneak preview last night. I saw Mission Impossible. Highly recommend it. Great stunts. Tom Cruise claims that he does his own stunts. I've heard rumors that it's actually Tom Wopat. Then somebody else told me it's Colt Seavers. I don't know. But when you see the movie, it looks like it's Tom Cruise, 100%. It's an amazing train. I'm not going to give it away, but there's an amazing train situation at the towards the end of the movie. Very sharp. Well done. They couldn't do that years ago. That's an amazing stunt. Then everybody knows the one with Tom Cruise and the motorcycle off the side of the mountain. That's amazing. I don't know, and I always had the impression, just an impression, but I always had the impression that Tom Cruise was a little bit wimpy. A little bit wimpy. Apparently he's not. I don't know if later on when the stunt is done he gives the people there on the set his underwear and they wash it with Tide because it's all skid marks. I don't know that, but it's amazing that he does those kind of stunts. And I don't even know how the studios allow him to do stunts like that. You're talking here, a couple $100 million. I don't know how much that movie costs. It's an expensive movie. I don't know how they allow him to do the stunts. He gets injured, and that studio's out all that money. So I don't know, but it looks like him 100%. There's no weird angles. I mean, it's him. You see the stunt at the end where he's like jumping off the side of the mountain, and there's no doubt it's him. So now we flip. I sterilize these after with, rubbing alcohol. You know, I don't mind the germs unless they get me sick. Kind of small, but you know, you don't want to get sick either. All right. But yeah, I had Tom Cruise as being a bit of a wimp, you know, but he's not a wimp. I mean, if you could jump out of places like that, you're not a wimp. I mean, John Wayne, he played a tough guy. He couldn't do stuff like that. Not in 100 years. Nobody. I don't know, maybe Gordon from Sesame Street or somebody like that. Probably could do that. Charles Bronson was tough in real life. I don't know if he could do stunts like that though. You know, I don't know. But he was tough. I miss Charles Bronson. You know, older, I mean not the older, but the younger version of Charles Bronson, the one where he was like 50, 55, around there. That was a good Charles Bronson. Later on, you know, he became old. He changed his appearance. He had a few facelifts, maybe one, but he looked a little different. But I like the Charles Bronson of like 1973 to 1978. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. There's that movie called, he was a street fighter, bare knuckle. Yeah, that was a good movie. I actually own that somewhere inside. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Charles Bronson. I like his style. I'm a huge fan of Clint Eastwood. I don't think Clint Eastwood would do the stunts that Tom Cruise does, even in his prime. He's just like, get the stuntman in here. I'm not getting injured. They would do stunts like maybe a fist fight. That was the extent of it. And even that, you know, Bonanza, you watch Bonanza, and when they have these fights, it's a stuntman. He's fighting like this, so you can't see his face. But it's a stuntman. Even that they couldn't pull off. You know, you can't throw a fake punch. They'd get the stuntman in there. He'd come in. I guess it was the unions too. They would. They had policies. You know, you couldn't do your own physical activity. You might get injured. Those guys always wore the same clothes. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna put these on the fire, and I may be back, or maybe not. You never know.